on, come on, come on, get with me. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, get with me. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, get with me.
Pride Fighting Championships, the final conflict, 2004. Let the showdown begin.
Hi there, and welcome to Pride Fighting Championships Final Conflict 2004. Tonight, we're going to find out who is the best heavyweight fighter in the world. I'm Mauro Ranallo alongside Boss Rutan, a.k.a. El Guapo, or...
You know what? Call me El Final Conflictor.
Okay, but what does that mean, Boss?
I don't know what it means, but it sure sounds really cool to me, right?
Okay.
Hey,
well-
Mauro, come on. You know that I find any excuse possible to show my support for the troops who are fighting the war for freedom, right?
That's right.
Well, and tonight, the name of the show is Final Conflict. And I thought, with that name, I gotta wear something camo, nice camo hat and everything, you know? It fits the show.
All right, well, tonight here at the Saitama Super Arena, which, by the way, has been sold out for months. I'm talking standing room only here tonight, Boss. It is going to be the tournament semifinals and final of the 2004 Pride Heavyweight Tournament.
Yes, and because of that sold-out crowd and everything is so happy, Dream Stakes, the people from Pride, give these envelopes to everybody involved with Pride. I mean, the fighters, the cornermen, and including us, my
Yeah,
friend.
right on.
This here is a little bit luck for you.
Thank you very much,
And you
sir.
are gonna need it because now maybe you're gonna look like Boss Rutan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could ever pull that off, Boss. They call you El Guapo for a reason, my friend. Tonight, in one of the Final Four matchups, Pride Heavyweight Champion FEDOR Emelianenko takes on judo legend Naoya Ogawa. Now, Emelianenko's won 15 fights in a row, one of the strongest strikers in the sport. What strategy does Ogawa need to employ if he has any hopes of beating the champ?
Now, I would call that strategy, take the fight to the ground as soon as possible. Strategy, that's what I would call it, okay? Because I think on his feet, he stands no chance against FEDOR. Once on the ground, if he can take the fight to the ground, then he can use his judo skills and go for a submission. But it's going to be very tough for him. That's one thing for sure.
Interim heavyweight champion Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira takes on the silent assassin, the proverbial dark horse, if you will, in SERGEI KHARITONOV. Now, Boss, KHARITONOV burst on the scene late last year. He's looked very good. He's won his first 4 Pride fights, but he's yet to face anyone the caliber of Brazilian top team's Top Gun.
Yep, you're absolutely right, and he's going to face one tonight. Now, let's break this down a little bit. There's a 5-year age difference between the two of them, but they're both in their 20s, so I don't think that's going to be a major factor. What is going to be a major factor, this is what I think, is experience. And Nogueira has more than double the amount of fights under his belt. So I think in this case, I have to go with Nogueira, but you never know.
Okay, in case you've missed it, here's what's happened in the 2004 Pride Heavyweight Tournament thus far.
It all began with 16 fighters. Pride Fighting Championships, the world's #1 fighting organization, is giving you, the fight fan, the finals of their heavyweight tournament. This will be the final conflict, 2004. In April of this year, 16 of Pride's best heavyweight fighters entered the ring, but only 8 survived. Each and every fight in Pride's Total Elimination 2004 was a battle. American Heath, the Texas Crazy Horse Herring, took on Takahashi. Herring made short work of Takahashi, knocking him out in just 4 minutes and 53 seconds of the first round. Sergei Kharitonov of Russia faced MURILO Ninja of Brazil. For his part, Ninja had to pack on some extra pounds to make the weight. And at the end, this may have been his downfall, as Kharitonov dropped Ninja and moved on to the next round of the tournament.
He's along the ropes and he's done! Sergei Kharitonov has knocked out Ninja Hua!
In a David versus Goliath matchup, the 7'4" giant Silva took on the former Japanese sumo wrestler Senatoro.
This is what he should do. And second, he's got a single leg.
He could get the guillotine right here, good. He's tapped out! He's tapped out, boss!
Silva advanced to the next round. Simi Schilt faced American Gan McGee. McGee brought the fight to Schilt early and was able to score some points, but after a short time, McGee gassed out.
And it's over! Simi Schilt submits Gan McGee.
Stefan Leko, in his first Pride fight, was looking to advance in the heavyweight tournament, but Ogawa had different plans.
Ogawa has Leko along the ropes, aground immediately, a stomp by Ogawa, much to the delight of the crowd here, the partisan, and it's over!
Leiko was defeated by Ogawa and was taught a lesson on what it's like to fight in pride. The upset of the night came during the fight between MIRKO Krokop and the American Kevin Randleman. Kevin faked a shot in on Krokop as he bought it, and one of the tournament's favorites went down. Pride's interim heavyweight champion Nogueira went at it with Yokoi. And after a tougher than expected fight, Nogueira was able to slip on the spinning choke and pulled out the victory and advanced to the next round.
Neat little joke there, Chuck.
And in the main event, heavyweight champion Fedor faced American Mark Coleman. Fedor proved once again why he is the current heavyweight champion and defeated Coleman in just over 2 minutes with the armbar. Only 8 fighters remained in the quest to prove who is the world's toughest heavyweight fighter. 4 more fighters had to be eliminated, and they were in round 2, Pride's critical countdown in June. Simi Schilt faced SERGEI HARITONOV, and Schilt got a beating.
Raining down those haymakers.
Oh, man, they gotta stop this fight. I knew it.
Japanese star Ogawa had the tall task of facing Giant Silva.
And the takedown by Ogawa. Land those lefts.
Yes, he's got some good left there. It's stiff and he's got it.
The Giant was taken down. American Heath Herring took on Nogueira. After holding his own through the first round with Nogueira, Heath was caught with a chokehold only 30 seconds into round 2.
Unbelievable.
Heavyweight champion Fedor faced American Kevin Randleman. Randleman tried for a repeat of his stunning victory over Krokop, but this time Fedor wouldn't go down. So this leaves Pride Fighting Championships with just 4 remaining fighters. Pride's final conflict 2004. There will be only 1 heavyweight champion left standing when it's all over. Fedor will try and lay a beat down on Ogawa. And Nogueira will have to get through HARITONOV to advance to the championship fight. Who will survive?
It's definitely the biggest tournament in mixed martial arts history, the Pride Fighting Championships 2004 heavyweight tournament. It culminates with a championship bout coming up later tonight. But in one of the most anticipated fights of the year, Pride middleweight champion Wanderlei Silva takes on Yuki Kondo. Now, boss, a lot of people feel Kondo represents Japan's best hopes of finally vanquishing the axe murderer. What do you think Kondo's chances are?
I think his chances are decent. I mean, he's a good striker. He's got the flying knees. He's good at submissions. But let's face it, he's going to fight Wanderlei Silva, the axe murderer. He's on a roll, undefeated in Pride, going, always exciting. He will bring the fight to you. It's going to be very tough for Yuki Kondo to win this fight.
MIRKO Krokop goes up against the biggest opponent he's faced in MMA, Alexander Emelianenko. Can Emelianenko live up to his famous last name?
Hey, I surely hope so, but if I were him, I would use the same strategy, like I said with Ogawa, take the fight to the ground as soon as possible. That strategy, because you do not want to stand up with MIRKO Krokop, the Croatian sensation. Once on the ground, with his extra body weight and power and size, everything, there he can maybe go for submissions, because he is the current Sambo champion from Russia.
All right, in a battle of all-American wrestlers, Ron Waterman takes on Kevin Randleman. Now, boss, Waterman has size and power. Randleman possesses speed and athleticism. Who holds the advantage?
This one is so very difficult to call. What I can tell you about this fight is that once Waterman takes the fight to the ground, he will pass Kevin's guard and he will go for submissions because he's very good at submissions. If Kevin Randleman takes his fight to the ground and he ends on top, he will go for the old ground and pound and maybe the knees in the north-south position, raining down on his head.
Okay, this all-star card begins with a fight featuring judo prodigy KAZUHIRO NAKAMURA against submission specialist MURILO Bustamante. How do these two match up?
These two match up very close, very even. Although I think that MURILO Bustamante has a little edge over Nakamura with his submission skills. This fight could be the most technical fight of the night.
Okay, the 2004 Pride Heavyweight Tournament began in April with 16 fighters. Tonight, one will survive to become the best heavyweight fighter in the world. It promises to be one of the biggest nights in Pride history. Finally, it's time for Final Conflict 2004.
Boss Rutan, there are no words to adequately describe the atmosphere here in the sold-out Saitama Super Arena.
Wow, what a begin of a show was that. A symphony of drums. Unbelievable. People at home, I say it 1,000 times, and this is the 1,001 time. You have to be here to feel the music. You will feel the drums going throughout your whole body.
The air is thick with electricity. And now the parade of fighters begins. The ambiance is absolutely unbelievable, boss.
Yeah, you feel it here. Everything. It's like a big house party.
The first match. MURILO, BUSTAMANTE. From Brazil, BUSTAMANTE.
Former UFC middleweight champion looking for his first win in Pride tonight.
Super good and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Nakamura, one of the fastest rising stars in Japan.
Super with the takedowns, especially from the clinch. He's very good.
Alexander Emelianenko faces the Croatian sensation, his toughest test to date.
Oh yeah, he is big, he is strong, and he is the current heavyweight champion in Samo.
And there you see the not-so-little brother of the Pride heavyweight champion. A raucous reception greets MIRKO making his 6th appearance in Pride this year.
Unbelievable, and he's got the fastest kick in the house.
There he is, a Japanese pancrase light heavyweight champion Yuki Kondo.
Flying knees, good striking power we're gonna see tonight.
Undefeated at pound for pound, maybe the toughest fighter in the world, Vanderlei Silva.
The machine, he is an unbelievable fighting machine.
Ron Waterman returns to Pride. He is a big, big force.
Oh yeah, big, very good submissions and a very good wrestler.
And the monster who sent many seismic waves throughout the tournament with his knockout of Krokop is back here tonight.
Lightning fast, grappler, submission, bang, bang, strikes, he's got it.
One of the final 4 participants for the tournament championship, the dark horse, SERGEI KHARITONOV.
The silent assassin, but does he keep silent tonight? We don't know.
Interim heavyweight champion NOGUEIRA says he's in the best shape of his life.
Oh yeah, we saw it in the pre-fight, everything. This guy is in shape, he's got abs, he's got it all.
A huge reception for the Pride heavyweight champion. Again, the favorite to win it all tonight.
Super heavy hands, very explosive, very hungry, and good submissions.
Conspicuously absent in the parade of fighters is Japan's hopes for the tournament championship, Naoya Ogawa.
I know, but he's gonna have a difficult task tonight.
Who will it be? NOGUEIRA, Emelianenko, KHARITONOV, or Ogawa? It's time to find out here tonight at Final Conflict 2004.
All right, boss, it's a classic confrontation between Judo and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to kick off Final Conflict 2004's MURILO Bustamante takes on KAZUHIRO Nakamura. Give us the critically acclaimed Rutan report.
All right, here we go. First of all, MURILO Bustamante. He's got decent striking and a good right straight. I saw him knocking out people with it. He is very good on the ground. He's got good takedown defense and a good takedown. That makes him a complete fighter. But his opponent Nakamura is also a decent striker, and he's getting better and better every time we see him. He's also got very good takedowns, especially from the clinch situation, and needless to say, he's very good on the ground in submissions. So, complete, same level.
All right, will Nakamura continue to rise in his native Japan, or will MURILO Bustamante earn his first victory here in Pride Fighting Championships? We're about to find out.
Boss, we kick off the biggest mixed martial arts event of the year with a classic Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu versus Judo matchup. About to make his way to the ring is KAZUHIRO Nakamura, a Judo prodigy under Hidehiko Yoshida, his mentor, who, by the way, is in Athens, Greece right now, serving as a commentator for the Judo competition at the Olympics. So he won't be here tonight, but you know he'll be here in spirit.
Oh, yes, for sure. And this is going to be a great match. Like I said in the opening of the show, this probably is going to be the most technical match of the night. We will see a lot of rolling around, a lot of escaping, a lot of arm bars, escapes, attempts, everything. We see the whole package tonight. You watch.
We mentioned the Athens Olympics, and tonight in the tournament to decide the heavyweight champion for 2004's Grand Prix, the winner will receive a gold medal, the runner-up a silver medal, and the two losers in the semifinals each get bronze medals like the Olympics. But you know, with Pride Fighting Championships, boss, we can tell you they're a lot bigger.
That's what I just wanted to say. They're the same, only a little bigger.
Yeah.
We got to do everything a little bit better than the rest. What can we do? What can we say?
Nakamura's only two losses in Pride Fighting Championships have come at the hands of Antonio Rogério Nogueira. In fact, in the main event of our last event, Bushido 4, he was a loser via split decision. And of course, that was a rematch of his MMA debut when he was submitted by Nogueira at Pride 25. So his only two losses come to a very accomplished fighter in Nogueira, but he's shown signs that he is definitely going to be someone to contend with from Japan. A lot of potential when it comes to Nakamura.
Yep, you're absolutely right. I think I have high hopes for this person. I mean, he's charismatic, he's got a lot of energy, his hands are getting better and better, he's got real knockout power. When he swings and he hits, you will go down, trust me. And of course, his judo is unbelievable.
His opponent tonight, a veteran co-founder of the Brazilian top team, MURILO Bustamante. Bustamante is 38, 6'1", 200 pounds, 0-2 in Pride Fighting Championships. Nakamura is 25, 5'10", 215 pounds, a 3-2 record in Pride. He has a 15-pound weight advantage over Bustamante. Experience is on Bustamante's side, however, boss. And again, it is the judo practitioner against Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu wizard.
Yep, but age is on Nakamura's side. He's 25 and Bustamante is 38, 13 years of age difference.
Of course, Bustamante, last time we saw him was in the first round of the middleweight Grand Prix last year, taking the fight on 5 days' notice, and still gave Quinton Jackson one heck of a fight before losing a split decision. That was his first fight in Pride. Now, the last time we saw him ever was that controversial loss against Dan Henderson, where he thinks an accidental headbutt precipitated the outcome. Nice takedown.
Very nice. Double leg takedown. You see Nakamura right away goes for the half guard, probably will go for the full guard right now. It's strange that MURILO Bustamante let him get that half guard right away, because he was totally in the side mount.
And this is where Bustamante definitely wanted to take the fight right away on the ground, where Nakamura right now is looking to try to sweep from the half guard position, but Bustamante, great positioning thus far, and now reins in some right hands to the body, just trying to agitate his opponent.
Yeah, MURILO is playing a real smart game. Look, he's putting his head on the other side of the body of Nakamura. The rest of his body is on the right side of Nakamura, so he puts his head on the left side of Nakamura, so Nakamura can't flip him over to the side. Very smart.
Bustamante, one of the most patient and methodical fighters you will find. And right now, just trying to break out of that half guard by pushing down on the leg of Nakamura. I don't think that's going to be successful.
Yeah, you know, a little bit later in the fight, when everybody's going to be a little bit slippery, then this will be successful. But like you see, Nakamura is wearing this kind of pants, and people will say, hey, what is he wearing? This is a very smart thing what he's doing. These pants will absorb the sweat, so it's more difficult, you see, for MURILO Bustamante to slip out, because the pants are grabbing him. It's like a gi.
In the corner of Nakamura, Japanese legend Kazushi Sakuraba looking on. Not a lot of action right now on the ground, not really working much either, so the referee, Yuji Shimada, will be watching, and if he doesn't see some more action here, we will be bringing this fight back up to its feet momentarily.
Yep, you're right, that's what.
And having said that, now it gets busy, and they take it to their feet.
Maybe they hurt you.
Nakamura now with the knee to the breadbasket of Bustamante, but Bustamante with some great balance with the underhooks on Nakamura. So they're in an underhook, overhook position now, boss. And there is that Uchimata attempt there, the takedown. Of course, trying to use his judo skills.
Yep.
Nice left hand there by Bustamante.
And he's good at it. Like I said again, you know, from the clinch, he's very dangerous with his throws. But a person like MURILO Bustamante is very hard to take down. He's very well balanced.
Nice knee, yes, to the inside of Bustamante's right leg, the thigh area. Let's not forget that Bustamante had a professional boxing background, so he does have that added dimension, and we know that Nakamura has shown improvement with his strikes, and that was the one thing that Bustamante wanted to avoid, the left hand.
Yep. He was talking about it while we were interviewing him. He's in the same, exactly the same position as he was in the beginning of the fight. Let's hope he's going to slip out now that he sweat a little bit.
What can Nakamura do from this position, boss, that he was unable perhaps to do the first time around?
It's very difficult. Now we should try to throw him to the right side. Especially now, when he's trying to pull his right leg out, that is the moment now for Nakamura now to turn to the right, and then maybe he's going to
sweep him.
Yep. Because he's not posting out with his left leg, you see? He's not posting really out, so he can buck up, upwards, and then to the right. Would be a thing to do.
Yes, turning to his right is Nakamura.
MURILO Bustamante, okay. To break that grip, if they have a grip like that, you know, you can cross-face your opponent and just push yourself out of position.
And that's what Bustamante now is trying to stop Nakamura from doing. Nakamura able to get back to his feet. Good job there. And the fans appreciate the efforts of KAZUHIRO Nakamura. You know, but Bustamante is all about a ring general, boss. I mean, he has patience, focus, and intelligence. He's very, very methodical. He doesn't get agitated that easy. Sticks with his game plan and is a very patient fighter.
Yeah, you know, they have time enough. You know, there's like at least 15 minutes and 40 seconds left. So he plays his cards right, you know, takes your time, see what mistakes your opponent makes, and hopefully they're going to make it again, and then you can capitalize on those mistakes.
Look for the single leg there momentarily, but Nakamura able to backpedal to the ropes. Now Nakamura looking for some body shots, and Bustamante responds in kind.
Yep, both of them very well balanced, as you can see. They're just hanging there, and but you watch. One's going to make a mistake.
Now Nakamura's tape comes undone, and that brings about a momentary stop to the proceedings. And Nakamura, you could see, was loading up with that left hook of his, and unfortunately the tape was undone. So far, a bit of the proverbial chess match, if you will, boss, that is prevalent in MMA. We're halfway through round one of this, the opening bout of Final Conflict 2004. Nakamura versus Bustamante. And Bustamante, when we talked to him, boss, he has a couple of people on his mind, one being Dan Henderson. Again, we saw what happened in their fight last year, an accidental headbutt influencing the outcome. He wants a rematch and also would like to rematch with Chuck Liddell, the only man to beat him in UFC.
Nice rematches there. Whoa, look at that pick. No, didn't work.
Misses with the uppercut, does Nakamura. Back to the clinch they go now. Nakamura looking for that Uchimata takedown, but again, good balance and good positioning by Bustamante to thwart that attempt. It's a stand-up stalemate right now, boss.
Yeah, Bustamante went there for the takedown. He thought, oh, let me try that one time.
And you would think with their striking proficiency now, Bustamante getting busier with the jab. And of course, that'll gauge the distance and maybe set up a takedown attempt, but now it's Nakamura. Again, missing though with that left hook, and that's 3 times now, but you see the bad intentions written all over that.
Yeah, it's thrown with a lot of anger, and that's good. Not if it lands for you, but for him it is. Ooh, nice right knee there. They should use that more. There you go. Sakuraba watching in the corner there of Nakamura.
Final 4 minutes of round number 1, and there is a combination that misses.
Yeah, Nakamura makes a right straight, but he doesn't really throw his body in, so he lacks in inches and reach.
Yeah, he doesn't rear back on the shoulder box. Right? Oh, and going for the shoulder throw, but escaping it was Bustamante. Good attempt by Nakamura.
Yeah, that's what I meant with dangerous in the clinch, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, Nakamura pressing the fight now. Nice low kick there delivered by Nakamura. Oh, that one had a lot of snap to it, boss.
Yeah, he said, hey, if it works one time, might as well do it twice.
And of course, what he's trying to do is take away the lead leg. Oh. Nice combination there delivered by Bustamante. And you can see that Nakamura can take a shot.
Yeah, right knee or left knee would be really good to do right. Oh,
nice knee, as you mentioned, boss.
He's got the double underhooks. Let's see if he's going to use that to throw Nakamura.
Well, when you take on someone who was a student of Yoshida, it's now Nakamura successful with the throw, but Bustamante able to slip out there and actually looking for a heel hook or some sort of leg lock there, as he has an up kick to keep Nakamura away. He's now in that familiar Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu position known as the butt scoop.
Yep. And those people from the top team, they're really good from that position. They lay on their back and they kick you in the head, to the knees, to the body, everywhere.
Now let's see what Nakamura can do in Bustamante's guard. Bustamante a lot busier than Nakamura was from the bottom, just peppering him with those right hands, irritating him. Nakamura tries with that left straight through the guard. Whoa. And really, when you try to pass the guard against the likes of MURILO Bustamante, boss, you better have 2 or 3 options right away in your mind going, because Bustamante, a submission specialist and Brazilian top team, definitely. Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
From the bottom.
Probably going to go for armbar and then maybe triangle. You see how Nakamura knows everything what's coming. He just simply walks away, steps away. He says, no, you're not going to catch me with that one.
This is where we thought Bustamante would have the advantage, but a nice strike there by Nakamura. He's met with an up kick to the face, however. How does he has to push those legs to the side and try to gain side mount here, boss?
Yep, but it's very difficult, as you can see. Bustamante is doing a great job of keeping him in front of him and not to the side. Don't let him go to the side.
Doing an excellent job of defending from the bottom with those right strikes. Now they're in the ropes.
The stop, don't move rule, like we said before, stop, don't move, but they move now. So, stop, don't move.
Nakamura trying to psych himself out there during the momentary lapses. They restart the bout in the center of the ring and back to the open guard now of MURILO Bustamante. And look, it's Bustamante that is striking from the bottom. And now they're exchanging, boss.
Yeah, they are, but Nakamura has the overhand right now. Bustamante probably is going to look for a submission. As we can see, he's got a real high, his legs are real high up. But it's only 1 minute, 45 seconds here. It's going to be difficult. As you can see, they're already sweating a lot. So now we're going to slip out of everything. It's difficult.
Nakamura now trying to pull his arm out. You can see that Bustamante's got his left arm over the back of Nakamura, which is, of course, a precursor to a setup of some kind, perhaps a triangle choke, boss.
Yeah, if he can't pass one arm, he can go for a triangle choke.
And now we're into the final 15 seconds. A very close contest between KAZUHIRO Nakamura and MURILO Bustamante to begin Final Conflict 2004. And Nakamura trying to take a page out of Sakuraba's playbook there.
Wow, did you see that? And right away jump to the side mount, and here's got the one leg. Whoa!
So Kazushi Sakuraba in Nakamura's corner tonight, and there was a little bit of a tribute to his corner man there in the last 10 seconds with that attempt of the stomp.
Yep.
But he got that right hand down. And your thoughts on the opening 10 minutes here between Bustamante and Nakamura, boss?
Well, and I speak for everybody else, it started slow, but as you can see, during the fight it got more and more and more, and now they finished real strong, I think. I think round number 2 is going to give way more fireworks than round number 1.
Again, 1 10-minute round, 2 5-minute rounds to determine a winner, and this is the opening bout. Here we go to the replay, boss.
Let me see, have we got that throw? Whoa, beautiful hip throw there. Tries to go for a mount, and he goes right away for that leg. He wants to do the heel hook on it. Watch how fast MURILO Bustamante goes for the half guard, you see. There we had a beautiful jump. And when he found out that it was going to miss the jump, he punched him.
Good presence of mind there by Nakamura in mid-move to change it to a right strike. You're right, boss.
Bang! Look at that. Look at the defense, the takedown defense. Beautiful, pulling it out. Nice.
So Nakamura is a judo practitioner. Definitely has grappling strengths and throwing skills, as we saw him attempt in that first round. He was the All Japan 100 Kilo Division Judo champion. And again, when you are a training partner and protege of the 1992 gold medalist in judo, you definitely have what it takes to be very proficient in that discipline.
Yeah, and especially when they call you the best student from Yoshida. I mean, that's got to mean something.
And he also has a former world flyweight champion in boxing working with them. He practices 1 to 2 hours a day on his boxing skills, and we've definitely seen since the beginning of his career that he has become better and better at striking, standing up.
Yep. Round number 2, let's see if we can see some more fireworks here.
And of course, conditioning now going to start to play a factor as well. We mentioned, boss, that Bustamante 13 years older than Nakamura, but you know that the likes of Bustamante and Brazilian top team, he says he constantly trains. He's always prepared to fight.
Yep. Yeah, he's always preparing somebody. Those guys train each other, know they're helping each other. Look at that swing, that left hook, eh?
That's his trademark. That's his bread and butter when it comes to striking, but good defense here on the shoot attempt by Bustamante, although it looks like he may get a wrist lock here as we take a look at Mario Sperry in his corner, one of the co-founders as well of Brazilian top team. Another nice judo takedown there, boss, by Nakamura, and he finds himself trying to pass Bustamante's guard.
Wow. He had a half butterfly guard. Bustamante was trying to sweep him, but he found that balance back, and now Bustamante went for the full guard. We have Yokoi here sitting next to us, like 3 persons away, and he's shouting also to Nakamura instructions in Japanese, what they mean. I don't know. You can pick it up because you speak Japanese now.
Hirotaka Yokoi became a star in losing to Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira in the first round of the tournament in April. Definitely a bright future here in Pride Fighting Championships for Hirotaka Yokoi. Now, boss, we're seeing Nakamura in Bustamante's guard, but it's not like he's really working for much except the strikes. He's not going for the arms, and again, this is testament to Bustamante's skills on the ground, where you can see him looking for the armbar right now from underneath.
Yeah, I know, but he knows also Nakamura is not afraid of that armbar. What I'm afraid of, every time he pulls out, that Bustamante is going to go for Kumakala. Watch, he can pass that line, totally on the left side.
Nakamura is doing some damage with those strikes, but Bustamante continues to respond from the bottom with those right hands. Now, who do you think has more strength when it comes to punching? Bustamante does have a pro boxing background. Nakamura's been working on his pugilistic skills, but who do you think is a stronger fighter?
I really can't tell. You know, I know that MURILO Bustamante has a real good right straight, real hard and stiff. You know, if he hits it, you know, you go down. But those left hooks that Nakamura is swinging, they look really powerful too.
There you see Bustamante trying to keep Nakamura close. Nakamura needs to create the distance though, boss. He needs to posture, try to pass this guard as he continues to rain down those lefts and rights and trying to damage Bustamante's face. Less than 3 minutes remaining in round 2. Referee is calling for action.
Yeah, Quentin Jackson was repeating it. He's sitting next to her here.
And Rampage Jackson will be joining us for commentary coming up later on when Yuki Kondo takes on Vanderlei Silva. Jackson will be watching that one with vested interest. A couple of nice right hands by Nakamura.
Very solid, and that right again. And now he's in half guard. He's going to try now to go for the side mount, I tell you. I think he is. He should go. Okay.
But now it's back into the open guard. Well, he closes it now, does Bustamante. And Bustamante doing a great job of defending, keeping Nakamura close to him, boss. And Nakamura really needs to create that distance.
Yep, and you are absolutely right with creating the distance. Once you create distance, then you really can hit somebody, you know. The more the punch travels, the harder it will be. And that's what Nakamura is doing all the time. He gets up, and then the punch, bang, comes down. Bang!
Now he attacks the left leg of Bustamante with a series of vicious kicks. And there he goes for that right hand again. And now he does have, it looked like he almost had mount there, but it is the half guard position.
Yeah, Murillo is very slick, half guard, bang, and right away he's back in the guard.
Murillo Bustamante made his MMA debut, of course, in Brazil. It's called Vale Tudo back in 1991. He has seen it all at a martial arts reality super fighting event back in 1996. He fought a 40-minute draw against Tom Erickson in a classic wrestler versus Brazilian jiu-jitsu match. Today, he finds himself fighting a judo champion in Nakamura into the final 60 seconds of round number 2, boss.
Yep, as I said in the opening of the show, look, he's got the full side mount now. Let's see what he can do with it.
Almost into north-south position now. And there is Bustamante, double leg.
Oh, nice.
And escapes that, and they are back on their feet.
Yep, okay, now, as I said in the opening of the show, this would be probably the most technical fight of the night, and as you can see, it is, you know. Either person, whoever's going to make a mistake, the other one is going to catch him. So that's why they're filling each other off non-stop. You cannot make one mistake.
Is it safe to say, boss, that through the first 2 rounds of this fight, that Nakamura has done more damage with strikes, but Bustamante's been able to defend much better from the guard?
Yeah, no, that's a good statement right there. I would say the same thing. He was pressing the fight more.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we have completed 2 rounds here at Final Conflict 2004. Nice sign of sportsmanship there. They touch gloves. They're working. And right now it is the, well, 3rd and final round awaits us in Boss Rutan. What do you see having to happen for the respective fighters to win this fight? Because right now it's still too close to tell, I think.
It's very close to tell. What I can tell is that Nakamura has a slight overhand. You know, I mean, he is really pressing the fight. In the guard, he does more damage. He's constantly on top, you know, pretty much. Let's look at this replay here. Wow, look at that beautiful throw. Beautiful, and that balance right there. He pushes him back with the left knee so he can't come up. And there we go for the strikes, you see? Yeah, he's really going for the damage. And Murillo is more defending right now than attacking. So I would look at those 2 right straight, very stiff, solid. Look at this. Bang.
You bring up a good point, boss, because Bustamante is simply doing just that, keeping Nakamura's attack at bay, defending from the guard, but not, as you say, going for the submission attempts that he is so good at, really. And that may be, again, testament to Nakamura and what he's been able to do in the guard.
Yeah, but you know, also he goes for submission attempts, but Nakamura is just way too slick. He escapes every submission attempt before he even puts it on.
By the way, when it comes to the judging criteria, and we're 5 minutes away from going to a judge's decision in this fight, in this order is how they do adjudicate the bouts in Pride Fighting Championships. First off, effort to finish the fight by KO or submission, then damaging your opponent, standing combinations and ground control, takedown and defense, aggressiveness, and then it goes to the weight differences of 15 kilograms or more, or in this case, 10 kilograms or more, but they are a 15-pound difference, so we won't have to worry about that. But really, the biggest thing as you take a look at the biggest crowd in Saitama Super Arena history is the effort to finish the fight, boss.
Yep, and Nakamura is doing that more right now than Murillo Bustamante, so he really has to step up here in round number 3.
Yeah, Bustamante really does have to pick up the pace in terms of damaging Nakamura to give him an even better chance of pulling out the victory here. Of course, looking for his first win after losses to Quentin Jackson and Dan Henderson in Pride, and now you see him picking up the pace, bringing the strikes to Nakamura.
Yep, his corner probably warned him and told him the same thing, you know, you really got to step it up now.
Oh, he lands that right hook.
And that was a good one, because he's not attacking right now, Nakamura. Whoa!
Takedown attempt, and he's able to bring him down, but unfortunately it's along the ropes. Won't be able to do much from here. Unless he's able, perhaps, to pass the guard, but he's in the half guard now of Bustamante, and you can see Bustamante knows he's in no danger right now. And he looks like he's going for a Kimura attempt here as Bustamante.
Yep.
But of course, that could also just be a distraction, boss. As you know, at this level of the game, it's all about intelligence. It's all about trying to outsmart your opponent as much as anything.
Yep, and I can talk about that. It happened to me too, you know. They go for your arm, and you're defending your arm, bang, they got you in the knee bar. Not nice. But you know, you learn from your mistakes.
Of course.
3 fights later, I did the same thing to my opponent, so you learn from your mistakes.
Again, Nakamura not really posturing here in the guard. Now he does, and there he lands another right strike. Back on his feet, a nice up kick delivered by Bustamante. Well, boss, you predicted it correctly. A technical bout between Nakamura and Bustamante, the judo and Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yep, this kind of fights you have when they're very evenly matched. You have these kind of matches. Both the same on their feet, pretty much the same on the ground. Know what's going to come, escape every submission attempt before you even put it on. You know, it's...
Well, they say styles make fights, right, boss?
Yes, absolutely. Nice knee there. Oh,
another nice knee. Short knee there right to the head of Bustamante. The fans applaud that effort by Nakamura. Now trying to take his leg. Yep.
Oh, no.
Back to his feet.
It looked almost like there he wanted to go for a knee bar.
Man, Bustamante doing a great job of not allowing Nakamura to pass the guard.
Yeah, but it's non-stop. He's defending.
That's correct. And with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in the fight, he definitely has to begin an offensive onslaught here, because while defending may allow you to survive, it's not part of the criteria in terms of pressing the fight or fighting to finish.
Yep. No, and Nakamura, if he's smart, he will create distance again and will start raining bombs as hard as he can for the last 2.5 minutes now, and then he will take the victory.
And Nakamura really has done a better job of damaging Bustamante than the other way around thus far. He is at least attempting the strikes. There's another combination, connects by Nakamura.
Whoa. Bustamante came through with a few punches when they were on their feet, but he couldn't do anything with it.
There's the left arm of Nakamura that you'll want to get out of there very quickly against the likes of Bustamante.
Yeah.
See, from this open guard here, shouldn't Nakamura, boss, try to maybe drive the air out of the lungs of Bustamante to force him to push out?
Yeah, it's very difficult. If you're mount position, that you can do it, but right now in the guard it's pretty difficult because you will just give the higher guard.
But you're trying to escape, and really you have to come up with every possibility to try to gain mount position, whether it's side control or top position. And Nakamura right now is just busy with the strikes, and finally the referee will bring them back to their feet with 1.5 minutes remaining. In this, the opening fight of Final Conflict 2004, and a referee, Shimada, does issue a yellow card to Bustamante for passivity.
Yep. Stalling. Yo, nice right uppercut left. You nearly hit him. Oh, nice right uppercuts there. Those were hits.
The show started with drum fireworks. Let's hope we see some striking fireworks now in the final minute between Nakamura and Bustamante, and they are exchanging blows.
This could be it. This could be it. Let's see what he does. Nice white low kick there.
There's a takedown attempt by Nakamura.
Single leg, he's gonna get it. Yep. And again, in the same position.
Guillotine position now for Bustamante.
He's got 44 seconds to finish it off.
But the arm is also trap, boss.
Yeah, it is, but we saw Bustamante do this choke with the arm before, and then the opponent actually tapped. I don't know if that's gonna happen with Nakamura, because he simply has to drive his jaw into the chest of Bustamante.
Yes, he just has to turn in and allow himself to breathe and escape harm's way, and that's what Nakamura is doing with the final 20 seconds of the fight.
He's out. Bustamante doesn't have his hands locked anymore. He's out. There's nothing there. Yep, see?
So Nakamura escapes the guillotine attempt. And it looks like this one is going to the judges' scorecards, boss.
Yep.
A flurry of punches to finish the fight for Nakamura. And there you have it. Bustamante and Nakamura await the judge's decision. And again, the criteria, the effort to finish the fight by KO or submission. I think that, again, that might have been 50-50 in that one. Damaging your opponent definitely, I thought, went to Nakamura. Standing combinations and ground control also, I believe, Nakamura.
Yeah, although the last round, MURILO Bustamante came through with a few punches, and then Nakamura had the takedown. That was a save there. Look at this. Yep, striking on the ground for sure, Nakamura. Those up kicks too, one of them, if one of them is a hit with the heel, it can be over.
And he did manage to connect on a few occasions with those up kicks, but not enough to do any significant damage to the 25-year-old prodigy in Japan, KAZUHIRO Nakamura. Will Bustamante earn his first victory, or will Nakamura record his fourth win in Pride? We're about to find out.
Nakamura. Judge Matto. Nakamura. Judge Miyake. Nakamura. Yute.
By unanimous decision, KAZUHIRO Nakamura defeats MURILO Bustamante to improve to 4-2 in Pride Fighting Championships. Your thoughts on the fight, boss?
Yeah, I think the judges were right. I think Nakamura, we went over it, you gave me the pointers, and yeah, they were both aggressive, but he hit more with punches and everything, so I think the judges were right. I think this fight was for Nakamura.
What do you think about MURILO Bustamante's performance, boss? What should he have done differently to gain the judges' favor?
Yeah, the takedown defense should have been better, and coming from me, you know, I have no takedown defense. I had, actually, but now it's now better. But, yeah, should have prevented the takedown more, but we're sitting ringside here. It's always more easy outside ringside, you know, than there when you are in the ring, in the fight. You have to defend a punch, and then the takedown comes. It's not like they're gonna tell you, oh, wait, get ready, here comes the takedown. It's not happening like that.
Nakamura is thanking the crowd. Nakamura thanks the crowd for their support and says that even though he won, he wasn't totally impressed with his victory either. He wanted to finish his opponent, and that's the proper attitude to have in Pride Fighting Championships.
Yeah, there we see some flashes. That right straight, he power bombed it in. Bang, look at those two rights. 1, 2, beautiful.
So MURILO Bustamante goes down to defeat at the hands of that man, KAZUHIRO Nakamura. Kicks off Final Conflict 2004 with a victory.
If he keeps training like this, we're gonna hear something from this guy. You watch.
Sergei, when you first entered Pride in Bushido last October, did you ever imagine that you would find yourself 2 wins away from becoming the 2004 Pride Heavyweight Tournament champion?
No, honestly, I never would have thought. But I'll tell you one thing. I am very happy about fighting for Pride Fighting Championships in their heavyweight tournament. And I'm telling you this, I am going to win, and I will be champion.
I'm here with Antonio Nogueira. Antonio, oh my God! Show me what's under there. Oh, this gotta be the best shape I've ever seen you in.
Yeah, I'm in good shape now. I've been training for like 8 months for this final, and final I get in shape for the August 15th.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw you right away, I said, man, you lost weight. Your definition is way bigger. You lost weight or you got more muscle?
I just lost like 2 pounds. I got more muscle and I cut the fat.
Have you been working on your striking a lot again?
Yeah, I've been working my boxing, but now everything together, you know. From before I was working on just boxing, a little bit jiu-jitsu. Now everything together, you know, we train a lot of moves.
What do you think that KHARITONOV is his strongest point? What danger can he give to you?
He's good boxing, you know. He's kind of a Russian style, like amateur boxer, so he plays in his dead leg, and he got a good straight punch in the left. And on the floor, he shows he got a good pounding, but we didn't see all his skills because he didn't fight very good fighters, and just ninja, you know, gave him some hard time. But he's a good fighter too. We're gonna do a very good match because he's young and he's coming. He's a new star right now. But I will be ready for him.
When facing an opponent like Nogueira, do you feel your strengths are more in the stand-up or on the ground?
Well, to be honest with you, I really don't know what I'll use against Antonio Minotauro Nogueira. But I've trained for everything, and believe me, I'll be okay come fight time.
Who would you like to see in the finals?
I love to fight with OGAWA. You know, he's very famous here, very popular, and he talks a lot. You know, but I do like to face FEDOR again because I would like to have a chance to rematch him. I can do better than the last time.
In just a few moments, we are going to take one step closer to determining who the best heavyweight fighter is in mixed martial arts. Yes, that's right. It's the 2004 Pride Heavyweight Tournament semifinal matchup between Antonio "Rodrigo" Nogueira and Sergei Kharitonov. Now, boss, Nogueira is the interim Pride Heavyweight Champion. Kharitonov undefeated in his Pride tenure. What are each of these combatants' strengths heading into this pivotal matchup?
Well, let's start with Nogueira. He's got very good hands, he's got very good takedowns and takedown defenses, and on top of that, I think personally he's the best submission fighter in the world. So that's a complete package right there. On the other side, we have Kharitonov, and he is also a very good striker. He's got both hands and kicks and knees, he's got it all. Good takedowns, good takedown defenses, and on top of that, the same thing, good submissions. I really don't know what to do now.
Having said that, and with so much at stake, who do you think is going to prevail?
Yeah, like I said, what to do, I think personally, Nogueira. Nogueira has more fights, more than double the fights that Kharitonov has. So I think with that more experience, he's been a champion for a long time. So I would say, okay, let's give it to Nogueira.
All right, Nogueira is about to battle Kharitonov at stake. The first spot in tonight's main event, the 2004 Pride Heavyweight Tournament Final, and it's coming right up here at Final Conflict 2004.
Boss, football has its Super Bowl, hockey has the Stanley Cup, baseball has the World Series. For mixed martial arts, it is the 2004 Pride Heavyweight Tournament, and it is time for the first of two semifinal fights. This one features interim heavyweight champion Antonio "Rodrigo" Nogueira about to make his way to the ring to face Sergei Kharitonov.
Wow, man, this is going to be a great fight. You watch. Kharitonov is in the ring, and when he came up, he looked ready. Like you said, the silent assassin. Think this guy is ready to rock the world. What is going to happen tonight? Will experience win it from youth? I don't know, man. This is a difficult one to call.
And Nogueira receives a very nice reception as he sprints to the ring, and look at these production values, if you will. Pride Fighting Championships, there's a reason it's the best mixed martial arts organization in the world, and it features the best fighters like Nogueira, and tonight Sergei Kharitonov comes to us from Russia, not with love, boss, but with his sights set on the tournament championship.
Wow, man, when I saw that picture, man, with the Jesus statue, look at this. Look at this, it's unbelievable. Yep, 50,000 people. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, we got 70,000, 50,000, best, biggest organization in the world.
There are no words to describe the atmosphere in this arena. Take a look at Saitama Super Arena, sold out. The biggest crowd in the history of this state-of-the-art venue. Kharitonov is 23, 6'4", 225 pounds, undefeated in Pride at 4-0. Nogueira's 28, 6'3", 225 pounds, 11-1 in Pride. The interim heavyweight champion, his only loss was to the current Pride heavyweight champion, FEDOR Emelianenko, who will take on NAOYA OGAWA in the next semifinal. Look at this, boss.
And listen to the audience.
The focus, the intensity.
This is gonna be it, Mauro.
Fans, this is what it's all about. the first of two semifinal matches. And the crowd waiting to explode as these two know what's at stake. Kharitonov considered a dark horse. Nogueira, many people feel he will be in the final. Kharitonov has something to say about that. Is right away, boss. They go to the stand-up and exchange punches.
Yep, the first one who connected was Nogueira with a left straight. It was not a jab, it was more of a straight. It was a good punch. And right away, Kharitonov backed off a little bit, but now he's back in the game. I think they have both pretty much the same reach, although I think that Kharitonov maybe has a little bit more reach.
Nogueira worked with possibly the best boxing program in the world, the Cuban national team. Kharitonov showcased his striking skills when he dismantled MURILO Ninja Hua in the first round of this tournament.
Yep, they're feeling each other off. Oh,
nice body shot.
That's delivered there.
And he goes upstairs with the left hand as well.
And we know with him, it's all setups. They went to the body, go to the body, go to the body, and then suddenly that right hook came with MURILO Ninja to the head, you know? And maybe he's doing the same thing now. Starts with the body shots to the liver, and suddenly he will come up high with the left hook to the head.
There's Nogueira now. Another left, another one. The jab there by Kharitonov. He needs to come behind that jab with the right hand, boss. And right now just feeling out, there's a nice right low kick, and it's responded with a kick of his own by Nogueira.
Whoa, right body shot, he wanted to throw again.
Doing a good job of feinting, bobbing and weaving is Nogueira. Nice left hand through the guard.
Yeah. This is going to be a great fight. It already is.
A minute and a half in, and we are seeing a stand-up battle between Kharitonov and Nogueira.
And you know, if somebody makes a major mistake, the other one will connect.
There's a nice 1-2 combination by Nogueira. Kharitonov able to escape most of the damage. Again, he goes to the body, and that's what he did against Ninja Hua, was setting him up with those body shots before knocking him out. But something tells me it's going to take a little bit more than that to knock off the interim Pride heavyweight champion.
Yeah,
oh, nice body shot there.
There's the same body shot that he did to MURILO Ninja, just like you said. Nogueira is really relaxed. Kharitonov punches with the left, he blocks it inside with his right hand, really good. Both of them actually look really good.
Do they ever? Both of them very relaxed, focused. Nogueira again trying with the combination. Kharitonov avoiding it. A stand-up battle thus far, and we know all about Nogueira's submission skills. He isn't the submission magician for nothing. Kharitonov also proficient on the ground, but so far they want to exchange blows. And in fact, this is sticking with the strategy of Nogueira. He said he would exchange with Kharitonov early in the fight before submitting him on the ground.
He's playing a smart game, both of them. And another connects there with the right hook to the body. I don't know if you realize, look, a right straight, very nice. But these are heavyweights. I mean, they move really fast.
Nice takedown attempt, and he's got it!
He's got it, and he's got the side mount. And really good, you see.
But he's got him in the guillotine position.